Dragons in League of Legends are a very important objective, granting a permanent buff in the coveted Dragon Soul. Additionally, Elder Dragon can give a significant boost to any team's DPS and exert an immense amount of pressure on the other team. In this video, I'll be talking about dragons, including their general mechanics, the buffs, souls, and Elder Dragon. First, the basic mechanics. Dragons spawn at 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes after they're killed. The team who kills it gets the dragon buff. The third dragon is always the soul, and dragon is CC immune except for stasises, but you already knew all of that. What you might not have known is that dragons gain 20% bonus damage and 7% damage reduction to enemies per dragon buff they have, up to 80% bonus damage and 28% reduction against teams with soul. Dragons deal bonus physical damage equal to 7% of the target's current health and have 30% armor penetration, and dragons' attacks can be spell shielded but not dodged. Next, let's talk about the Dragon Slayer buffs. The first one is Infernal. Gain 4 to 16% bonus AD and AP. This is considered the strongest dragon buff by most players. The next is Mountain. Gain 6 to 24% bonus armor and magic resistance. Obviously, this is better on tanks and people who stack armor and MR. Mountain and Infernal buffs are both stronger in the late game, but considerably weaker early game, meaning that they're easy to give up if they're the first or second dragon. The next dragon is Cloud. Gain 12 to 48 ultimate ability haste. This is considered the weakest by most players because you are usually not going to be casting your ultimate twice in a fight. One thing to note is that Cloud buff will give global ability haste to Udyr and increase Shyvana's Fury generation. The last buff is Ocean Dragon. Recover 2.5 to 10% missing HP per 5 seconds. This is really good in the early game, but not as strong in the late game. This is typically the dragon that you'll want to contest most if it's first or second. Please note that you don't need to contest every single dragon. Oftentimes, if you don't have a good position on dragon, it's better to give it up and take turret plates or just push waves instead, as you'll often just end up dying and losing dragon anyways. Next, let's go over dragon souls. First is Infernal Soul. Damaging an enemy triggers an explosion for 80 plus 22.5% bonus AD, 13.5% total AP, and 2.5% bonus health adaptively to the target and nearby enemies with a 3-second cooldown. This is exceptional on poke champions and champions without wave clear, but is good on any champion. The next soul is Mountain. After not taking damage for 5 seconds, gain a shield for 200 plus 18% bonus AD, 13.5% total AP, and 13.5% bonus health. This soul is best on tanks or champions who need just a little bit more health, but again is good on most characters. Next is Cloud Soul. Permanently gain 10% movement speed. This movement speed is increased to 60% for 6 seconds after casting your ultimate with a 30-second cooldown. This is great on champions that synergize with movement speed, or champions whose ultimates are just over 30 seconds. Again, Cloud Soul is great on any champion. Last is Ocean Soul. Damaging enemies heals for 160 plus 36% bonus AD, 22.5% total AP, and 9% bonus health, and restores 80 plus 3.5% max mana over 4 seconds. Damage to minions and monsters is only 30% effective. This soul is great on any team comp, but shines the brightest against its poke comps. One thing to note is that Ocean Soul will usually mean that the enemy team has to buy 4 or 5 sources of healing reduction. Lastly, let's talk about Elder Dragon. In combat, Elder Dragon is more powerful than the elemental dragons in every regard, but it shares the same passes with the elemental dragons. Upon slaying the Elder Dragon, you'll get the aspect of the dragon buff for 2.5 minutes. Dealing damage to enemies deals 75 to 225 bonus true damage over 2.5 seconds in 3 bursts. Additionally, damage to enemies under 20% health executes them. The execute is stopped by invulnerabilities such as Kale ult or Tryndamere ult, but not untarget abilities such as Fizz E or Vladimir W. Overall, Dragon is a very powerful objective. Permanent stats and Elder Dragon buff make it an obvious choice to go for, but it's always good to know when you cannot contest it. If you lack the teamfighting capability or the vision, it's usually better to let it go. Just use your best judgment, and as always, thank you for watching.